the wake of the McGirt decision, Oklahoma found itself divided not by fences or rivers, but by lines of law, ancient boundaries reaffirmed in modern courts. Overnight, half the state became Indian country again, and the machinery of justice had to learn new maps. Federal agents, tribal police, and state investigators found themselves shoulder to shoulder, not always sure who led and who followed. It was into this shifting landscape that Captain Jack Hawk Hawkins of the Chickasaw Lighthorse and OSBI investigator Betty Overton stepped. Together, they had weathered corruption, violence, and betrayal in the Artesian affair. But even that case, with all its intrigue and tragedy, had been only a tributary, a small stream feeding a much larger and more dangerous current. That current is Project Redwater, a network of shell companies, federal grants, and falsified audits that flow invisibly beneath the surface of Oklahoma's tribal enterprises. What began as a legitimate environmental program has become a conduit for laundering millions, washing away the fingerprints of those who would weaponize sovereignty for profit. At the heart of it stands the WinStar World Casino, the largest gaming complex in the world and a financial ecosystem so vast that it can swallow whole fortunes without a trace. Within its ledgers, between the noise of slot machines and the quiet hum of data servers, lies the evidence of a crime too sophisticated for any one agency to untangle alone. This story is not about the clash between tribes and the state, nor about the balance of justice between sovereigns. It is about the gray space between right and wrong, the place where good people must decide whether truth itself is worth the cost of exposing it. For the Lighthorse, the OSBI, and the federal agents drawn into the vortex, the question is no longer who is guilty, but how deep the river runs, and whether they can stop it before it pulls them under. The WinStar Conspiracy begins where the Artesian affair ends, with the rain returning, the springs rising, and the faint thunder of something far greater approaching from the borderland.